I chose the article concerning the 11-year-old student that was arrested in Florida when he was it was initiated from his refusal first to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I think this is a very relevant topic for K through 12 public schools, in essence to their compliance to assure the rights of all individuals in the learning environment are carried out. In this situation, I do feel like the student and the parent's right was infringed upon, in essence to that the Polk County, which this took place in, had a student code of conduct. And in this student code of conduct, with parent authorization, students were allowed not to participate in the Pledge of Allegiance. And as the article stated, this kid had been doing this all year long. And here we had a substitute teacher that was in there that I think escalated the situation when she went further into asking the kid and violating his rights of freedom of speech, and also violating that of the student code of conduct and the authorization that he had that right not to participate, by asking him questions that probably infringed on his rights, not less alone irritated him to the point of telling him if he didn't like where he was, he can go back where he came from. I think on the behalf of a student, I think this escalated to him getting very agitated and could have led to further disruption. But as it stated, his violation was of his rights of freedom of speech, and also that gave him that code of student conduct that allowed him not to participate. In regards to the student leaders and to the school leaders, the school leaders, I think, failed here. I think it should have been properly handled better in the situation of this student being allowed to remain at the school and not to be arrested. Maybe the parent called in to discuss the situation instead of being arrested. And also to look at the rights. Did the school leaders be held accountable? Because this was a substitute teacher that you allowed to come in your school. You knew the student code of conduct. He had to know that this student had been doing this all year, so the sub was probably not addressed of the situation. And in regards also that school leaders held responsible to make sure that all students in the school, well as staff and everybody, that their rights are not violated. And I feel that they should be held accountable as well, because that substitute teacher being in your building should have been made aware of the situation of the pledge and him not participating, and also the rights that they have to uphold according to the freedom of speech, along with their own student code of conduct. So I really feel like not alone that the students' rights was infringed on, but also the parents, because the parents is the legal guardian who signed that authorization, and that was violated from a teacher escalating why her child was not participating in the Pledge of Allegiance. So I really think this article had so much in depth to it, to the point I see this going further, because I really feel like his rights was violated. They didn't abide to their own code of conduct for students, and they had parent authorization which allowed him not to participate in the Pledge of Allegiance. And also the substitute teacher that escalated this by asking this young man why he was not participating, I think all led to him being arrested and the disruptive behavior. But the main point being that his rights were violated. And that's how I feel upon this article. Thank you.